Oh yeah, the cats love me. Matt, what are you doing?
I'm going to remap your car.
Whoa!
Using Martin's ECU Works tool.
That sounds very exciting, Matt. Is it going to make my car go crazy?
I think it's between, they say between 15 and 20 horsepower.
That's not too bad for naturally aspirated.
The gains are mainly at the top end, it just hangs on.
So, I mean, it's a screamer as it is, so it's going to be more of a screamer.
Yeah.
Dear God. It sounds like a two-stroke. It's going to feel like a two-stroke. And that's with just a standard car as well, so you don't even need to get decats or exhausts or anything like that.
No, this is just this is actually Evolve's file through ECU Works' tool.
Yeah.
So anyone at home, you can download this tool, you pay a license, and you can...
Also, anyone can flash your own car?
Anyone can flash their own car with a laptop.
That's pretty
and
cool.
This tool that Martin's created.
Yeah.
And another piece of freeware software.
Okay, so we're going to put a little thing up here. Where's my... Can you see my hand? There we go, right there. And you click there, and you can go to the website, and you can check it out for yourself. Let's see how we get on. And there's not just a remap, is there?
There's
loads
quite a lot of little
features.
tweaks. No,
Yeah.
I'll just go through them. Really, so this is Martin's tool that he's made. If I just load, so I'll load the stock file. I've already read the ECU, so I've already got a copy of the stock file, which is that one. So if I load that up, it comes up with a load of options. So you can change the sport mode setting, so it remembers it's permanently on, or it just comes on when you push the DSC. But we will adjust these later. Yep. You can adjust the dyno rev limit, the car rev limit. On a stock car, it's not worth extending beyond 8,000.
Especially at the age these cars are at now.
I mean, the absolute limit really is 8,200 that you'd ever push these to.
What's it at the moment then?
8,000 is the real limit. You can change the diff. So if you change the diff on the car, you can adjust it so it still works correctly.
Oh, okay.
The air intake sensor, you can change it to either a CSL one or like the normal one that's built on the MAF.
Does that have to do with the MAT and MAF?
Yes, it is. You can change the warm-up lights as well, so you can change the segments so they're more correct, which I've already done, and your car is already modified for that.
Fantastic.
You can do burble pop, lift off.
Oh, I've got that.
Speed limiter, the SMG inertia update, secondary air pump deletes.
Yeah.
You can, cat protection. You can turn the EGT monitoring off. Obviously, if you do decats, you can turn off the warnings. And all that sort of stuff. You can also do the throttle pedal adjustments, so you can change the ramp rate of the accelerator pedal in sport and comfort mode.
Oh, that's what some naughty remappers do there, don't they, to make it seem as if it's faster than it is.
So you can adjust all that. There is also, as well, a build journal, do a backfire, which you can also add to it here.
So did you just say backfire?
Yeah, it's the backfire mod. So it burbles and pops on overrun. But obviously, the main thing we're going for is
the map. Yeah.
Is the map, which is through Evolve tuning.
Everyone knows.
But it's done through this tool, so basically it enables people at home to pay the one-off fee. I think it's
and you get Evolve
£275, which is obviously a discounted price. That if you go to Evolve, it costs more, and you can sit at home and do it yourself, all automatic.
Cool.
So that's what we will be doing with it.
Very professional, Matt.
Right, so we've just activated the license, so you can have the Evolve file. So what we're going to do now is we'll load up the original, which is that. And then now, if we go to the Evolve tuning, it's now unlocked, so we can now map the car. We just want Euro M3 Stage 1. Apply remap parameters, apply changes, and then we'll write the changes. So now on my desktop we've got our remap file. So what we do is I use a tool called BMW Flash, which is a freeware. You can download it. And we click Reflash DME. benchmark Evolve Remap. Open. And that's it.
It's flashing.
It's flashing into the car. Just the temperature gauge normally goes off to maximum. And that's it, done.
You're flashed.
Just cycle the ignition. And make sure the car starts. It does.
Well, hey.
The only other thing we will need to do is we will need to clear the fueling adaptions on the car.
Oh wow, okay, it's been quite a few days and we are now Evolve mapped. This is going to be interesting. We've got pops and bangs enabled. What else have we got? Oh wow, the steering on this, and it's just a stage 1. Feels like normal so far. I've got to warm her up first. She's it's only up to 5,000. Oh, my steering's been adjusted. I know it's going to sound really cliche. I've got to make sure this microphone doesn't bloody do what it did last time. It does feel faster. Of course it feels faster, but it does feel faster. Mid-range has improved. A little bit crisper. Right. I don't ever recommend doing this, ladies and gentlemen, but I have to do it, so excuse me. Okay. Don't ever do that, okay? I put the solid steering coupler on, so it's a solid aluminium as opposed to rubber. And it feels so direct. I feel glued to the road. It's kind of weird. And we've got the special exhaust pipe. Special exhausts, yeah. Made by Scorpion. Oh my god, I hope you can hear that. Oh, that sounds so naughty. Oh, the steering is so direct. I promise you, there's nothing will steer like this. I'm gonna have to do this up. I thought I was a policeman, but it's not. Oh, well, there's a 50 restriction. All right, so what can I say? We've done so much work to the car. This is the last time I'm going to drive it this year, by the way, because as of tomorrow, it goes in for its paint job. So I've done all the mechanical work I can. it's ready to go. So we've done the exhaust, we've done the steering coupler, we've had it mapped, suspension, I mean everything, you name it, everything has been replaced on this car. Wheels, tyres, top mounts, rubbers and rubbers of rubbers of rubbers, just everything that corrodes has been replaced. Steering wheel's been retrimmed, adaptions have been changed, the SMG pump, and there's more, there's even more coming. I've got seats, I've got big brake kits. There's nothing left that's original on the car, but and I've completely lost the plot, and I've spent far too much money, way too much money. But I mean, I love it. There's no car quite like this. It's so rewarding to drive, it's so engaging, and that's why I did it. I mean, I could have just gone out and bought a 911. I could have financed myself up to the eyeballs in some exotic car, and a lot of people do that, and that's fine. But the M3 means something to me, and always has done. This map is, yeah, I've got my talk back that went missing. The M3 does something to me. It gives me a special feeling. I don't know, I can't explain it. I've always wanted one. I couldn't get one. Now I have one, and I've been so fortunate to be able to play around and tinker with it and improve it in the ways I want to. The way I now see this project, see, I originally bought the cheapest one and set to put it right, and I have and did. But now I'm going one step further. I've decided to make it better. Does that make sense? Make it better. I'm making it the way that BMW themselves, or M Division, would have done themselves if they could have. So, okay, give you an example, right? Exhaust, done the exhaust. A little bit louder. Of course they want to be louder. They had to obey the men in Brussels, so they had to make it quieter. Well, we've uncorked that, and now it sounds glorious. It's been mapped, so it's making the best of what it can make. The brakes on these cars are rubbish. They are. They always have been. Okay, now that's a bit unfair. I mean, they're okay. They're okay. So I'm putting on massive 6-pots because I can, and they would have too if they could have. So I'm doing that. So we're improving the braking. I've improved the wheels. I'm putting better wheels on it, better tyres. I put Mission Pilot Sport 4S, which are amazing tyres, guys. Seriously, when they're cold, they're not so great, but once you get them up to temperature, I mean, they just grip. You can feel it just like suck onto the road. And despite, you know, fiddling with the exhaust and fiddling on the suspension, it is still a very comfortable car to drive. It is still a touring car, you know, a Grand Tourer. I could drive across Belgium and it's god-awful roads quite comfortably. It takes the bumps fine. It's just a joy to drive, it really is. If you own one, you know what I'm talking about. If you've driven one, you know what I'm talking about. The only people that don't get it are the ones that haven't driven one. So you can't comment. You can't say that this car's not good if you haven't tried one, because everyone that has tried one has said it's one of the best cars ever made, and they're right. And this is mine, and I'm keeping it, and that's that. And now the restriction's gone. It's not the fastest car in the world. I don't care. It rewards you. The backfires. Oh God. We're going to go through Hatfield Tunnel in a minute, and hopefully there'll be no one to spoil it. Every now and then, like poof, poof. I'm just cruising 6th gear, by the way. I think flames come out the back as well. I don't have a camera there, so showing out of a camera crew, that would be pretty cool. But anyway, sounds like a 2-stroke. I love 2-strokes. They don't make them no more. I mean, it's amazingly smooth considering what I've done and what it does. You could just drive this around all day and you wouldn't think it's a performance car. Well, other than that exhaust note there, but put the original back on and it's quiet. Anyway, so you saw what we did. You download the ECU Works tool yourself onto your laptop and you can flash your own car, £275. And it's for all the BMW models, mostly M's, I'm sure diesels as well. And you flash your own car and you can enable features like pops and bangs and the warm-up sequence on the M car here. There's loads of little options and you can see that in the video. It's great because you get to do it yourself. And I'm going to cut off right now. What a silly car. You know, the funny thing is, I'm only at 3,500 RPM. I'm too scared to take up 4,000. Oh my goodness. This car is terrifying. Okay, it is a fast car. It is a fast car. My goodness. I was wrong. Look at my face. That's fear. My goodness. I was thinking it's not going that quickly and I realised. You know, my number plate does it justice. I mean, it is loud. That was only 5,000. That was only 5,000 RPM. I've still got another 3,000. Oh God, I need to get some driver training. I need to get educated. I am not worthy of this car. Why do you need more than 300 horsepower in a road car? Modern cars are so easy to drive fast. These are harder to drive fast because you really have to wring their necks. And because you're getting so much communication through the car, it scares the poop out of you. So it feels even faster than it really is. Maybe some of you think that's stupid, but I think that's great because you can get into so much trouble these days with speed cameras and, you know, you can just lose your license just like that. This, you can really wring its neck and enjoy it and maybe not end up in prison. Anyway, so that's me done. Apologies for the Freddie Mercury look. Midlife crisis, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe as always. Many more videos to come. Paint job next. Alright, take care. Bye bye.